You're right, guys, it's Capcom Tom here, and welcome to another episode of Deploying Dortmund. Now we're going to jump straight into our trade part to start this one, and you can see that we have managed to get rid of the Inform Higuain. We have 3 other Informs in our trade pile that still need to sell on. I think I'm going to have to drop their price down just a little bit so that they may sell on. We're still going to make profit on most of them, although that Nkulu on the end, I do think we may make a loss on just a little bit because we bought him for 77,000 and trying to sell him on for 81,000 now, and after tax, that obviously means that we're going to be making very little coins. Now, if you're looking to buy some Ultimate Team coins, go and check out FIFAUTOnline.com. Their link will be down in the description. A fast, cheap, and reliable coin service. And we are going to go off and find our first game in this episode. You can see that we've got our nice-looking Borussia Dortmund team going on. We have 2 man of the matches in it, and our next target is going to be that man of the match, Gundogan. But we will have to wait and see when we can afford to buy him because he is very expensive, and we're not going to get very much back for that Inform Gundogan. So we are coming up against a 4-3-2-1 BPL team. Looks pretty dangerous, and we do end up conceding early on. There's Marwan Fellaini in the box from the corner in the 7th minute, and when you concede a corner in the early stages of a game, it is really, really deflating. It's very difficult to come back into it, especially when stuff like that happens. Absolute FIFA raids. Ball coming through to Hernandez in the 12th minute, and we end up conceding again. After that, this guy went pretty quiet. He didn't really put up much of a fight. However, he was defending well, which made it very difficult to break him down. But we did manage to get one back in the 70th minute through Gundogan. I'm not sure how that one crept into the back of the net, but I was very glad it did. But unfortunately, we couldn't break him down again, and we end up taking a 2-1 loss. So that's not a brilliant start to the episode. And you may remember in the last episode that we actually got screwed out of the title because someone quit on us in the last game, and we would have only needed 1 point to actually take down the title, which was really frustrating. But that's just the way the game works, and unfortunately we're just all going to have to live with it until FIFA 14 comes out, but that's just around the corner, so let's hope that that comes quickly. Now, we're going into our next game. We're coming up against a 4-1-2-1-2 Serie A team. He's got some pretty strong players in there, to be honest. There's quite a few out of formation, but because they're all Italians, they should be getting full chemistry anyway, except maybe Crescito at left back. Now, we managed to take the lead through Aubameyang. Very nice shot from him there. He committed one of his defenders, slid in, missed me completely, and it made an easy chance. Now, this was a very, very strange one. I went past him, and I'm not sure where the foul was there. It looks like someone stuck out a leg and maybe touched Aubameyang, but he was still carrying on. I didn't see any other fouls in the box, but it does result in a penalty, and you know, you can't throw these chances away. So here we go. We're going to take Hummels up to the penalty spot because he does have the highest penalty stat on our team. After a bit of deliberation, you can see I was deciding which one I was going to use. But Hummels does eventually step up, and he does manage to convert this one, putting it into the far right corner of the net. Good goal from him in the 37th. So now I was 2-0 up, and I was like, okay, this guy hasn't been all that good. You know, he hasn't put all that many attacks together. So I was like, maybe we can just hold out to the end of the game. Unfortunately, the classic thing I do is always concede as soon as I've managed to score. So there you go. Di Natale managed to get one back within seconds of me scoring. And then Balotelli with an absolutely amazing outside of the boot shot there, just on the edge of the box in the 73rd minute. Gives him a draw. Really frustrating. I thought that we could have walked away with all 3 points there, and it would have been the first 3 points in this division. But unfortunately, we end up only taking 1 point away. So again, we're not doing very well, and this is just the sort of form or the run of form I'm on at the moment. I just really can't, you know, put together a good string of results. The best string of results we had was in the last division, and obviously it didn't end well. Now, we went away and did some trading. We've picked up a Lukaku for 40,250 coins, trying to list him up for 49,000 coins, so that's a decent amount of profit to be made there. Also, Schürrle, we've got him for 80,000. We're going to be listing him up for around the 90,000 mark. I'm not exactly sure what we end up going for. Yeah, we go for 89,000, so there you go. There's a decent amount of profit, around 4k, if we manage to sell him on as well. So we're definitely building up our coins. Unfortunately, stuff isn't just selling as quickly as I'd like. The market has sort of died down a bit, which means that, you know, we're not getting that sort of turnover that I'm used to. Therefore, I don't have as much coins to spend each episode, therefore less profit. And that's why I think in the next episode, I'm going to be doing another wager episode. You guys seemed to quite enjoy it last time I did it, and some of you requested that I do it again. So I'm thinking that I might do it maybe once every 5 episodes or so. Anyway, we're in our next game, and it was a pretty uneventful game, except this one goal from Ibrahimovic in the 68th minute from the edge of the box. End up losing again. What can I do? That just happens, and we are in something of a rut at the moment. We've taken 1 point off our first 3 games. Really need to, you know, focus and try and get 3 points in the next game, or otherwise we're going to be in trouble of maybe not even staying in the division next season and end up getting relegated, which is not what we want to do. We've had enough relegations already in this series. So here we go, we're going to go into our final game, and we come up against a 4-1-2-1-2. This is exactly what I was hoping to come up against. Team with little chemistry. I mean, he's playing Neymar, who's a fantastic player, don't get me wrong, but he's playing him at cam, even though he's a left wing. He's also got, red formation box on David Luiz. There's dead links going all over the place. And having said that, he did take the lead. Kind of unfortunate. Carlos Vela used his pace to get through, and he absolutely annihilated him. He just couldn't catch up with him, and he did manage to put that one in near post. So we're 1-0 down, but a good passing movement from the team allowed Aubameyang to get through on goal. And after a little ball roll, opening up the angle and a finesse shot, we take a 1-1 draw. So we're 1-1 at this point. We're heading into half time, so we got to get one more. Really want that one more goal just to give us those 3 points and basically end off the episode on a high. But you can see here it is going to be a bit of a spectacular one. Leitner from the edge of the box, he is absolutely fantastic for a silver player. That is a cracking shot straight into the top left hand corner of the goal, and it does result in that victory for us. So that is a good moment for us, and I have to apologise, I didn't mean this episode to be so short. I know that you guys like the 7-8 minute long videos, but this one just didn't seem to come out. There weren't all that many goals in the game, there wasn't all that much trading, I didn't have all that much I could do. So I hope you have enjoyed the episode anyway. Obviously, if you could drop it like that, would be absolutely amazing, but I will have to leave it there. I will stop talking, and I will see you all next time.